In this video, I'll be planning out a week on one page using a notes page in my Erin Condren monthly planner. If that sounds interesting to you, please make sure you're subscribed and I'll be right back. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kristen. I post functional planning videos on my channel 3 times a week. If you're a returning friend, thanks for coming back. All right, let's get started by looking at how I am doing so far. This is a new setup, and so this is the first 2 weeks that I've actually done this sort of weekly plan, and I'm loving it so far. I know it's only been 2 weeks and I could get bored with it or whatever going forward, but right now I love it. The first time I did it, it was a little busy over here with the stickers I kind of got excited about, and then I realized I needed something a little more calm, and I am loving this. And so I'm thinking I want to just kind of recreate the same concept here with just like a little overview of the week and then a to-do list and then stack a little sidebar over here. So let's turn to the next page here, and you can see I kind of already have some pre-planning going on, and we're going to use the stickers that I've already been using this month. I did not plan to use these stickers for the whole month, but I bought a lot, I guess, and all of these stickers they just won't go away. Like, I have so many of them still, and I don't want to stop using them just because I'm making a video. This is my real life planner. Like, I'm using this on a day-to-day basis, and so I'm not just like making content with it, like I'm actually using it. And so I'm trying to use up the stickers I have instead of just getting a new kit to fill up and make content. I don't know if that even makes any sense at all. In my head, it makes sense, but basically all I'm trying to say is, I'm sorry if this is boring that I'm using the same stickers that I've used the last 2 weeks, but I don't want to keep holding on to like winter themed stickers. Once spring comes around, I'm not going to want to use them. So let's go with these. This is kit 501 from PlannerKate, and these are my leftovers. I've got some journaling sheets. This was a compact vertical sheet that I used all the stickers off of, and then I trimmed it to fit in the pocket. This is a functional sheet, and this was the notes page shell. So we're gonna try to use up a lot of these, and these just kind of came out of the back pocket, but these are stickers I used during the month, so I'm gonna put them back there so I don't lose them since I don't need them. Okay, here we go. Let me take off this. This is just kind of how I approached pre-planning, since I don't have like a dated spread already the way I would if I had a weekly planner. I just stuck a big sticky note on the page so that I could turn to it. First of all, I wanted to keep these as like a placeholder so that I didn't, when I was using my notes pages, I didn't use these since I wanted them to be for the 4 weeks in January. And so I just stuck a large sticky note, and I just wrote week 3 and then the dates, so that if I had something that I knew was going to fall in those dates, I would be able to just quickly jot it down. That's kind of my solution for not having it pre-dated. Let's move this out of the way, and let's just do the same thing we've been doing over here. So I'm just going to put a line down. This was 1.5 inches, and this was probably like closer to 2 inches. I don't think I measured this. I think I just eyeballed it, but I have this old ruler that kind of still has some numbers on it. Yes, it's like exactly 2 inches. And this I liked. It had enough space for me to write things without having to be too cramped, so that's what I'm gonna do. But I don't have any of those dashed line stickers. I really liked them. They came off the compact vertical sheet. I like how that looks, so I think I'm going to use my Chrissy Ann Designs Katie K Plans collab stencil and use the dashed lines there. So let's put some washi down at the top first, and then I will do that line. So I'm thinking I'm going to use this this snowflake washi that comes off of the journaling kit sheet. I'll just trim it down, and I'm just gonna try to line it up with the top of the page. And I just use my scissors here. And then next week I'll just use the other one, and then that will kind of keep it looking cohesive. So, and I still have all this thin washi. This is, I'm not as mad about holding on to this because this is all very neutral. It's colors I like, and it's not seasonal, and it can match a lot of things. The same with these functionals. If I don't get around to using this whole sheet, that's okay, because then I can use it another week. But this kit has a lot of snowflakes and like wintry themes going on, and so that's why I'm trying to make sure I get it used. I have my week number sticker here, and I am going to put that on something, and let's put it on, where's the other journaling sheet? Here we go. I was thinking I could layer it on something, but I'm not seeing anything that's like the right size. I might have to trim this down, because if I layer it on one of these like boxes, for example, the flags stick through. So let's, I'm just gonna cut it shorter, because it's just a plain white sticker, and that's okay. I can do that because it's my planner. So this one, I guess. Sure, okay. And that one can go right here, and it just says week 3. I like it, okay. And then I wanted to do the dashed lines over here, so I can put these numbers down first. Yes, let's do that. And this is the week of the 16th through the 22nd, so I have those. The other thing I was thinking about doing, since I'm going to be putting these dates down, I was thinking, what if I don't put, oh no, I do have weekend stuff. I was gonna say, I don't have a lot going on the weekends. Like you can see, I don't even have anything written on here. So I was going to skip the weekend and just make it like Monday through Friday, and then just use my to-do list for Saturday and Sunday, but I actually have some things going on, so this is not a good week to do that. But the beauty of this is that I can do that next time, since I'm making this layout myself. So let's do the same thing. I'm gonna just put the flags here that have the dates all the way down. Basically each day gets 4 of these lines. There are 28 lines on this notes page, and so that way it gives me like an even spacing for all 7 days. I have this days of the week script sheet from Orange Umbrella Co. And I'm just going to go ahead and put the days on there. I used these last week and I liked them. I liked how this particular font looks with the other fonts that PlannerKate is using. I will say though that I'm probably not going to repurchase these, not because I don't like them. I love them, but I do have another sheet of days of the week stickers to use. So basically I'm gonna have like months worth of days of the week stickers to use up. So I really don't need to buy any more until I'm out of all of those. And then we'll just kind of see what I wanna get whenever I'm done. And then maybe I won't, maybe I'm just gonna use my pen and write it with my hand. So, you know, that's okay too. Let me put this week sticker back in here so I don't lose it. All right, so I wanted to do about 2 inches, and I'm not like measuring precisely, I'm just trying to make sure it's straight. And I think, I did bring a pencil over here. Okay, so this ruler doesn't really have any lines left on it, so I'm just kind of eyeballing from there to there, and then, I don't know, from there to there. Okay, now I could totally just make lines, but what I like about this stencil is that they're gonna be consistent. And I think that goes a long way to help things look like put together and nice and neat. Like one way to do that is just to make sure things are consistent. Kind of like using the same fonts throughout your spread helps make it look consistent, or if you do character stickers using like all of the same character. I feel like that really, the consistency of the look of those things really helps it like look put together. So all I'm doing here is I'm just lining these up like the last two, and then that way I know I have the right spacing, and it helps me make sure that the line is going straight. I'm hoping that's how it's gonna work anyway. We'll see what happens when we turn this around. I'm just using this Erin Condren dual tip focused marker, and I think the color is called Slate. It's either Slate or Monaco, I'm not sure, but it's from the Focused line. They only have one set of these dual tip markers, and I really love the colors. Okay, all right, that looks good enough to me. So let's put down what is going on. So I had already kind of broken out some of the tasks that I wanted to make sure not to forget to do because they had to do with my goals. And I actually already did those, so I don't even need to put those on there. And we also don't want to forget to look at the monthly spread, because this is where all my plans are, because I'm not using another planner and I'm not using a weekly spread. And so basically this is the holy grail of all my planning, that and my Google Calendar. Week 3, we have no school on Monday, and I will need to do groceries on Monday. There's an open house on Tuesday, and there's some things going on the weekend that I think I have on here. So what do I not have on there? I have no school and groceries, I have the open house, and then I have the course expo, and I already have the sticky note that says haircut, Lunar New Year. Okay, so everything's on that sticky note. And then this, whenever I make the to-do list, we will come back and look at this. I have scripts in here that say no school, and I'm gonna use those because I have a lot of them. Normally I would just write them, but I have a bunch, so we're gonna just use what I have. And what do I have here? None of these really match. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this, and I'm going to see what kind of little dots and things we have. So I do have one flag and some hearts. And then these are pretty big, and there aren't any dots. I just kind of wanted like a bullet point or a signifier for this, so I'm not putting like a whole sticker. I don't want to put like a label in there because that's kind of what happened here. It looked too busy to me. And here I just wrote it in and I used like a little flag. So because I only have one flag and I have a few things, I am going to just use the hearts, I think, because that will help me. Yeah, I'm gonna use the hearts. Okay, I'm gonna fold this over and go kind of sideways like this. And then groceries, I don't really have a script for that. I used the grocery script off of here like 2 weeks ago, but I do have some older like icon script, mix scripts, or whatever you want to call it, these things. I do have one of those for groceries. So I'm thinking what we will do is I'm going to take this one that says grocery delivery, because that's the one I would least likely need to use, and it's easy to just kind of snip the word delivery off. So I'm just going to use this where it just says grocery, even though it doesn't say groceries, but it still like gets the point across that I am going to be busy at the grocery store for a couple of hours. And that's important. And I don't really need this delivery anymore, but I'm just gonna stick it back on that sheet. Okay, and then Tuesday is an open house in the evening. And I think what I might do, like last week, anything like that I wrote, I think I'm just gonna use my highlighter and write it. And let's use the, yeah. So I'm going to put this at the bottom because it's in the evening. And I have a script that says open house that I could use, but I don't have it handy with me right now. I will get the script and put it there in a minute. Okay, and let's take the let's use an asterisk because I have them, and I'll just put that here. Honestly, I don't even know if we're going to this open house. Last time we went, it was not really that useful or helpful, and we have tennis that night, and so it's just not, it's probably not gonna happen, but put it there anyway. And Saturday, there's a course expo to help us choose my son's electives and classes and stuff for 7th grade. So we'll put that, and then it's also, he needs to get a haircut. Actually, I'm not going to put the haircut on the date. I am going to put the haircut in the to-do list, because then I will just know it needs to happen during this week sometime. So the course expo can go here, and then Lunar New Year is on the 22nd. And I do want to remember that. Let's go ahead and highlight here. And then let me do another one here. And I think I'm going to also pick up that no school script and put a highlight there as well, just to keep it consistent. So let me throw some highlighter on the page. And you can't even see it now that I put the script back down, but that's okay. All right. I have lost the cap. Here it is. So we have the week done. And also I have some to-dos that I know need to be done. And so I'm going to use the rest of these here. I keep opening this up. I'm not sure why I keep doing that. So what I liked last week was having some space between, because I like to put an arrow whenever I move things, or I know I need to move things to the next week. And here I did it like in the box, and then I thought about it, and it's going to stand out a lot better to me if I put it next to the box in its own little column, and that way I can just kind of scan down. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to put these right up against. I'm going to put it, like, I'm going to leave like a centimeter or so. All right, and let's do like 3 of these. And then I was even thinking, the way I keep my planner it's on my desk, I keep it open, like both pages open. And so I'm even wondering to myself if I should try to do like 2 pages or like 2 weeks at a time, and then I already have it done. So like what's gonna happen after this week starts is I'm gonna have it open like this, and then this page is just gonna be like empty. And I usually just kind of collect sticky notes here, and that's been working. But what if I don't need to collect sticky notes there? What if I just already have the week already set up? I'm not sure if I wanna do that, but it was just a thought. And then I don't think we have any to-do stickers left on here. We can use one of these to, oh, this matches, I forgot. I'm gonna just keep using these up because they match. These navy blue, they're from an old, like a freebie sampler from PlannerKate, and it just said to do on this blue that matches. So that's good. And then what else did I have? So I just kind of made like a sidebar next to it, and I'm liking that. And I need to write this down. This has nothing to do with this week. This is actually for today. I'm filming this on Friday. And this appointment that we've had for my son, it just keeps getting moved around. It was here, then it got moved to Thursday, and now it's moved back to Friday. It's just a mess, but now I can write it back here. There. So that's real life, how things happen, how things get moved around. So I want to take this little mini calendar that I've been using, and I'm going to bring it over here. And this kind of gives me the spacing that I need for my little sidebar. And let's go ahead and write in the stuff. So my son needs a haircut. I need to book a tour for a trip that we have coming up that I can't book until it's a month out, and so that would be the first day I can book it is on Monday. And the haircut thing can get moved to February, and that's going to be the second week in February. So see, this is one of the drawbacks of not having a weekly layout, is I have to kind of know ahead of time what notes page I need to use for that that spread. So I just wanted to mention it in case it would be a deterrent for you. Just something to keep in mind. What else did I have on this list? Where did the list go? Here it is. I need to look at the dentist stuff. I just need to find, there's a couple of dentists that I've found. I just need to call them and make sure they can take new patients and stuff like that. And I need to pick up our pictures. I get my pictures developed at Walmart, but I put them in at the end of December or at the beginning of January, and their printer was messed up, and then when their printer got fixed, all the backed up orders went through and it used up all their ink, and then they were out of ink. And so basically every week I haven't been able to pick up my pictures. So we're gonna try again on Monday when I go to the grocery store, and we'll see what happens. See, you can see here I had pickup photos, and then I wrote here pickup photos. So what else is on here? I'm gonna do the knitting thing today or tomorrow. The dentist thing will be next week. I still haven't fixed my sunglasses, and I need to update my Adobe libraries with some digital stuff that I have. I think all of that I might do this weekend. What I'm gonna do, since it's still Friday, I still have a couple days left in this week. I'm working on this list. I'm not gonna move those over yet. And we'll see. I have a dot here for thrifting frames, which goes with one of the projects I'm trying to do this month. And I went to the thrift store yesterday, and it was so expensive. I didn't understand. Like, I feel like you used to be able to go to Goodwill and get frames for like $2, but they were like $6.99, and I just didn't understand. It's like, I might as well just buy frames at Walmart. And they weren't even that good. They were like just old Walmart frames. Like, they weren't good picture frames. What I want to do is buy a bunch of different picture frames and then paint them all the same color. So they're all going to look different, but it'll be like an eclectic look, but then they're going to be all the same color, and that'll tie it together. And then I want to make a gallery wall. But so I was thinking thrift stores are perfect for that because none of the frames are going to match. But when I went to the thrift store, it was just not. It was not it. So anyway, I still have not thrifted frames, but I'm going to put that on the list because I will still need to visit a couple more thrift stores. That was a really long story for no reason. All right, and let's look at the monthly task list. So I'm still working on the cards for February. Let's put that on the list just so I make sure to make time for it. I have been working on it, but I didn't really put a lot of time into it this week. So I still have not done a car wash, and that is on the list. I did say I'm not gonna do it, but I'm actually thinking I might be able to do it this weekend. So I'm gonna wait on that too. And then the sunglasses, the ferns. So I have 2 ferns on either side of my front door. They're in like these big like urn things. I wanna hang them, but it's actually gotten colder again, and I think I need to bring them in the house. So I'm just gonna write ferns, and then I'll figure out what I need to do. And then feed the plants. Oh, that is on this list. So my plants have not been needing to get watered. It's been over a month. Usually I water them every like 4 to 6 weeks, but it's been, right now we're at like 6 or 7 weeks, and they still don't need water, and they're happy, so I can't feed them until I need to be able to water them. And then I have on here uncoil my horizontal and my daily duo. I'm actually gonna try to do that today and film it, so I'm not gonna write that on the list for next week. Here for my goals, I did a knitting project. I'm on my 4th washcloth. So that I don't need to put anything on my list. Read the Giver of Stars. I'm gonna add that to my sidebar because I am still working on it. I'm more than halfway through. I'm maybe like 3/4 through, so I might not even need it on my list. Actually, I should wait. Maybe I'll put the currently reading sticker there, but I'm probably not gonna fill anything in yet. The dentist I'm gonna work on, and the frames I'm gonna work on. And look, I did all of the stuff for my digital organization. And I just noticed that my son has some science research due. And I'm gonna put that on this week's list so I can make sure he's doing it over the weekend. It's actually due on Tuesday, but I just need to check and make sure he did it, remind him. Okay, so that's it for the to-do list. Let's do the currently reading sticker. Let's do the dinner sticker, all the stuff I've been putting in the sidebar. I'm going to put the currently reading sticker. This was also from a PlannerKate freebie sampler. That's why they're all blue. I had gotten a bunch of them. So currently reading, and I'll fill that in with whatever I'm reading next week. I might finish The Giver of Stars this weekend, so. And then I'm not watching anything right now. I finished Designated Survivor, and I don't really have anything to write for that, so I'm not gonna do it. And what else I need to do I'll do the schedule one for my content, and then I need one for dinners, and I'll just use this short one. So I'm going to cut off the bottom of this because I don't need a Sunday. I'm just using my stickers, I'm just using my scissors, but last week I used my slice tool. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Schedule will go down here. And let's cut off one of these. I'm cutting off one because I only need 3, and then I'll just add this to the bottom of the to-do list because what's the difference? That is gonna be fine. And okay, and then I do have, let's put something, let's use one of these brush strokes. I don't usually use these a lot. Actually, let's leave this alone and use this snowflake, like torn washi thing. There. And then I'll layer my meal plan or dinners script. Here we go. Dinner. And I will need to look at my calendar to see what 3 extra meals we're having that week. And I just saw something, oh, paydays. So I do have a payday. Maybe not, let's look. Payday on Friday. Yeah, okay. So let's use this blue. Do I have a payday sticker on here? There's a dollar sticker, pay bills, day off. Let's use the little dollars, and I have I'm gonna use this like odd man out payday sticker. And let's just put that over here because that's not really like a, it's not really like an event, it's just something I need to make sure happens. Just check my bank that day. And all right, what do you, this was for a compact vertical, so this was kind of for the little notes section on that. What are you using this for if you're not using it in a compact vertical? I have that, and then I have this like quotes thing, and they match, so that's kind of nice if I wanted to use them somewhere together, but I don't really know what to use it for. Okay, so let's write in the dinners. So we're gonna have curried ground beef with potatoes and peas over rice. My son likes to eat it with naan bread. It's a budget bites recipe. And then mac and cheese with smoked sausage. So I'm just gonna write sausage mac. And Korean beef bowls. So K beef bowls. And on this little schedule thing, I'm gonna see if I have a YouTube sticker. I'm almost out of those. Okay, I have these for a couple more weeks. This YouTube stuff sticker is a custom script from Orange Umbrella Co. I'm gonna use the fine point of this Erin Condren dual tip marker because this is kind of dark and this pen is not gonna show up. So on Monday, we have the plan with me that you're watching. Tuesday, I'll do comments and admin stuff, and there's filming and stuff too, but really this is just something that I need to be able to check off. I like to make sure I look and answer comments, and so I want it to be like a priority on my list. Wednesday is going to be the uncoiling video that I'm going to film right after this. And Friday is going to be our February menu. And then I don't have anything else to put here yet, which is fine. I will add stuff as necessary. And I don't need any of that. So that's how this week turned out. It's very much similar to this. I think what I liked about this was this blue, this light blue color was really pretty. Because that one, and I liked the flowers. To me, that looks really pretty. This is fine, but it's just kind of plain, which is fine. I'm just happy to be using up the snowflake stuff. Maybe I could have done some thin washi at the bottom, you know? But then again, that might have made it too busy, and I don't like busy. I always feel like whenever I think, oh, I should add this here, and then I add it and I don't end up liking it because it's too much. So I'm trying to learn from that and not just keep adding just because I have the stickers. And I'm trying to just enjoy it for what it is. And look at how many stickers I still have left. So I'm gonna try to use the last of these snowflake stickers that I can. It's really the only one is that washi. And then there's those big boxes, but I don't know how to use those. I wonder if I'm gonna have to brainstorm if there's a way I can use these in my weekly view. I don't know. If you can think of anything, comment and let me know, because I really wanna try to use those. And I mean, I could put this in the sidebar because I have the space and just kind of put like a quote. But maybe we'll do that next week because I didn't really prepare a quote or anything. Okay, so that is it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps YouTube know that the video is pretty good, and I'll show it to more people, and that's super helpful. That's like an awesome way that you can support my channel, and I would love it if you could do that. If you really liked the video, then please consider subscribing. I post Plan With Me videos every Monday, and I'm really into just functional planning, and I'm getting more and more minimalist as time goes on, but I also still love stickers, so it's kind of a unique situation where I am using stickers, but I'm also, you know, trying not to go overboard with using stickers. So if that kind of fits your planning style too, I would love it if you would join the fam, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye.